All right, Oz, you are live.
All right, and then y'all can see me. I can't see the little box here or anything. But you see my
Yep.
slide and you can see me.
Can see your slides, so you can minimize
Uh,
the little box so it doesn't get in the way.
okay. All right. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for being here. This is exciting, and want to have some fun and relax here and talk about this Sultry Six. And gonna have some bourbon. You get some bourbon yourself, or whatever you want to drink, and you can sit there in your drawers if you want to. And let's just have some fun. We're gonna talk about the six joins in Excel. They are so sexy because they allow us to do things that would take a whole bunch of formulas or VBA code. No, no more of that. We can do the joins, but they can be a bit hard to understand. And when I was learning them, I'm looking at anti, left anti, inner, inside of what, and then anti what. I had no idea. So I got Ken Pools' blog post, printed it out on paper and read it, and so much made sense. So hopefully this will make sense to you. And this is two parts. We're going to go through all six joins, some real life challenges, and then I'm going to give some challenges at the end, a couple of challenge examples. All right, so I'm Oz du Soleil, Excel MVP. I've got several courses on LinkedIn, and I've been working with Excel for a long time. So anyway, let's get on with the get on. Okay, so with these joins, we need to have two data sets that we need to either merge or segment something between them, and it's usually when there's some overlap between the two. And here is what we're looking at. Let's see. All right. We had a party. Okay. We have the invited list and the attended list. And we can see, okay, Calvin is invited, but didn't Ellie is on both. Okay, let's look at it another way. All right. So now we can see clearly who's on both lists. All right. Looking at it this way, now we can see who was invited and didn't attend. We can start to see a left, right, in the middle. Okay, there we go. The good old Venn diagram. Now the left, the right, and the middle are getting clear. I hope so. And please let me know if there's any questions. Tim, interrupt me. Let's make this as interactive as possible. I don't want to sit here and just deliver this thing at you all. I want to deliver it with you all. Okay, now the first of the six, the left outer join. That means everybody on the left side, whether or not they have a match on the right side. So Calvin and Trout, they have no match on the right side, but they are on the left side, the invited side. The right outer join, everybody on the right side, whether or not they have a match on the left side. So everybody who attended, if they weren't also invited, that's great. But we don't want anybody who was invited but didn't attend. This is maybe the folks we want to send a survey out to say, hey, how could this party be even better than last time? The inner join, the intersection of our two data sets, the people we can count on, they were invited and they showed up. Left anti-join. Now here is the anti piece. We want the people on the left who do not have a match on the right side. The invited people who didn't also attend. What the hell happened to y'all? Did you get tired? Did you have to go to work in the morning? What happened? What's the deal? the right anti-join. The people who attended are the right side that have no match on the left side. These three people who may have been guests of somebody, or maybe they just walked past and said, man, that looks like there's a happening time up in there. I'm going in. And they came in and they stayed in, Jack. All right, because it was that much fun. Okay, and then the full outer join. That means we want everybody, whether or not they have a match, but where they do have a match, make the match. All right, an alternative would be to just stack them up, and then you'd wind up with 2 Ellies, 2 Irfans, 2 Jadas, 2 Sigs, 2 Tinas. No. Where there's a match, make the match, but we do want everybody. And now, here is why this looks so funny, right? Why it's hard to understand. Without seeing it this way, you go in to learn the merges, and they say a left and a right, and in this dialog box, there is no left or right. There's a top and a bottom. So we have to turn the Venn diagram on its side. The left is the top. The right is the bottom. So a left anti-join can also be thought of as a top anti-join. But that unlocks everything. Okay. So we have gone through fairly quickly all 6 of the joins in diagram form. And next, I'm going to go through them in Excel. All right, so let me make this transition here. I'm going to get out of here and then grab the workbook. Okay. Any questions so far, Tim?
No questions, but just a bit of fan mail. That's all.
Do you have a question? Well, what's the fan mail say? Who's there?
Aaron says, you crack me up, Oz.
Okay, Aaron. Okay.
There's a couple more, but we don't have time. Carry on.
Okay. All right. Yeah. We're going to make it through here. All right. So let's go through. Now we've got our people and we've got addresses and emails. And this is going to be important, right? Because like with the full outer join, we think about that as like a master list. Make a match where there's a match to be made, like Ellie. We'll wind up with Ellie's mailing address and email address on the same rows. Okay, so let's get into this. All right, in order to do these joins and work with Power Query, we have to have queries. All right, so let's see here. Okay. So we don't have any queries yet. All right, that's what I'm going to do. Cursor in the data set, right click, get data from table/range. If you've watched my YouTube channel, Excel on Fire, you heard me say that a million times. Table does have headers. Okay. All right, so we're not going to do anything with this data other than call it invited. Okay, now I'm going to close and load this as a connection only. And I'm loading it as a connection only because if I load it to the workbook, it's the same information. It's going to just be clutter. Also, this is an intermediate step to get to where I want to go. So even if I did do some transformation on this data, it's an intermediate step. Just keep it out of the way. Keep things clean. All right, now I'm getting rid of these filter buttons. All right, now I'm going to make the attended query, but here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to format this as a table straight away, make it this nice purple. Okay. All right, no filter buttons, doggone it. Okay, here we go. Instead of calling it table 2, I'm going to call this attended. And then watch this. This is one of the sexy parts. Here we go. Data from table/range. Look at that. It's called attended, right? It took the name of the table and we don't have to do anything. Close and load this as a connection only. You knew that already. All right. Now, the joins, get data, combine queries, merge. Let's do the full outer join first. I'm going to go down here, full outer, put invited. That's my left side. Down on the bottom, attended, right side. What do I want to match up? Invited, attended. All right. And notice that the column headers don't have to be the same because we're being explicit about, buddy, this is what you match up, nothing else. Okay. Now, the left side is expanded. The right side is collapsed. Going to expand it now. Don't want that column name as prefix. Okay. There we go. And there you see. These people are talking outside. All right. Now you see Ellie is all matched up. We see Flo attended and the email address, no match on the invited side. And if we wanted to clean that up, that would involve some custom columns, but we're not going to do that right now. We are going to keep moving on. All right, now here is something else that's sexy. Watch this. I'm going to call this full outer. Okay. Now watch this. I'm going to right click, duplicate. What do we want to make this? Let's make this the left outer. Now I'm going to go to source, that gear. Ooh, watch this. Watch it now. Left outer. I didn't have to go all the way back, right? Okay. And then go to expand. Look at that. And the left outer did what? It matched everybody on the left side, and if they have a match on the right side, make that match. But don't give me anybody who is on the right side and doesn't have a match. All right, so we've got Ellie matched up. Let's look at this to verify. There's Calvin, there's Trout, Ellie, Irfan, Jada, Sig. Everybody on the left side, whether they have a match on the right side or not. Okay. Here's another sweet way to get a merge happening without having to go all the way back out. I want to do this. Merge queries as new. All right. I want to merge. I want invited up top, attended on the bottom. Match that, match that. What do we want to do now? Let's do a right outer join. And what is that going to get us? Anybody. But you can't mute, see? I wish I could hear people. Anyway, we're going to have everybody who attended, whether they were invited or not. And here we go. Hit OK. Expand this. All right. Those are all of the attendees, and we always verify. We got Ellie, Flo, Irfan, Jada, Sig, Keith, Tina, Rosa. All right. And who don't we have? We don't have Calvin, right? Because he's not in the right side. And this was our right outer join. Okay. So I'm going to close and load these to the workbook. So I'm going to just hit close and load. And please, if I'm moving too fast, somebody let me know, and Tim will come grab me by my shirt collar and we'll slow down because this is some slick stuff to get. And notice all of those things that I didn't load anywhere to. Hold on, I'm gonna close. All right. Had to put these kids in a trunk to get them to be quiet. Okay. Notice that the queries that I hadn't loaded anywhere, when I hit close and load on that last one, it did it for all of them. So we have them all, the ones that we've done so far, and the list of them here. So what do I owe you now?
Sorry,
I owe you. Yeah,
sorry to
go
interrupt.
ahead.
Someone's just asking if there's a way we can make it sharper. So I'm wondering if maybe you can zoom in a bit on your output
Yes.
table. Just make it easy to see for the folks on stream.
Oh yeah. And for the people who forgot their glasses. All right. Is that better?
That's as good as we're going to get, I think.
Okay. All right. All right. So I owe you an inner and two antis, right? Let's do that. I'm going to go data, get data, combine queries, merge. Do that. Invited up top and attended on the bottom. Match, match, call this. Let's do the inner. Okay. Left side's expanded, right side collapsed. So what should we see when we expand the attended? What we should see is the same doggone people, right? Because we want people in that overlap. Expand. Don't want to use that column name as prefix. Okay. See, the same doggone people, but we've got the emails and addresses together. And here's what we can do in this situation. I'm going to expand and then say, I've got these names. I don't need them. So I'm going to uncheck attended. Okay. Beautiful. Call this inner. All right. And I owe you two antis, right? I'll do merge queries as new. And merge queries as new, that means I want an independent query when I'm done. If I were to just do merge queries, I would start with the one I'm in and then merge something onto it. But no, I want a third one when I'm done. Invited, attended, match, match. We're going to do a right outer join. Okay. Now, no, we want to do a right anti. Okay. Now, does this make sense that the left side has nothing in it and the right side is collapsed? That is where we're going to see the people, because we really want everybody on the right side who has no match on the left side. That's why this is butt ass naked. Okay, so I'm going to right click this, remove other columns, expand. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. All right. And they're going to call this what? Right. Anti. Join. Don't that feel good to you? All right. And then I'm going to do this. Right click, duplicate. And then I'm going to go back. Oh, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to go here. And then here is the left anti. Okay. Now, here are these two people. Oh, Calvin and Trout live together. All right. All right. Maybe they found something more fun to do than our party. We got to find out. So this is going to be the left anti. And what happens when we expand this? Nothing. Butt ass naked. Expand. Okay. See, there you go. Go ahead, right click, remove that thing. Don't need it. Close and load to the workbook. Expand it for the people who forgot their glasses. And we have all 6 joins. All right. And then next, we're going to look at some more complex examples to help you get more from these joins. Any questions? Any comments? What's happening over there, Tim?
No, everyone's just sitting back and watching.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. So I'm going to close this and then let's go to this one. Now, here's the deal. The outer joins can look like VLOOKUP, index match, XLOOKUP, right? But here's an issue that the joins help with that XLOOKUP and the others can't. Notice, we want the residence and the email addresses, okay? We have this address, this home address, and then this maintenance scheduled. Okay, but now we've got 2 people that live here. Let's see, equals XLOOKUP. Double click there. Lookup value, look up here, comma, lookup array, looking up right here, comma, return array, right here, comma. I don't need any of this stuff. I just need to hit enter. Look at it. It got the one person. It's not going to get everybody, right? That's what we really need. And like down here on Sheila Lane, we got 3 people that live there. So here, the outer join. Now let's look. I already set up the queries for you. You don't have to watch me do that again. Okay, so what do we want to do? We want to do the addresses, put that on the left, and do a left outer join, because there are addresses here like this Rockwood address. No, you know, that's on the right side. Okay, so let's do this thing. Get data, combine queries, merge. We want address. No, we want. Hold on a second. Let's see what I call them each. Okay. Okay, here we go. Get data, combine queries, merge. I want addresses up top, residence on the bottom. We're going to match address and address. We want to do a left outer join. Okay. Expand. Don't want that. Okay. Boom. Now we have the 3 people who live on Sheila Lane and the 2 people who live on Northwest 38th Avenue. That is why you would do a join, so that you can capture all of them and not just the first one. All right, so I'm gonna close and load this to the workbook and bring it up so everybody can see the what's what.
Alrighty. Oh, now it's the time for a break. We've got a question from Dennis in the
Yes.
who's watching. Could you please
Dennis,
explain the new fuzzy joins, especially the option of only 1 match per line?
I am going to show a reference table. The fuzzy matching that I do have an example of. Let's see. I would have to dig it out, but I can near the end and just show you. And also, I've done a video on this on my YouTube channel. So if we can't get to it now, then there is the video on my YouTube channel. All right.
Yeah, let's finish your presentation, and
okay,
if we've got time, then we can take a look at that and you can dig it out.
All right, cool. Next. Now somebody says, but Oz, what happens if we want to match by multiple criteria, especially things like, you know, names? We can have a whole bunch of Mikes and a whole bunch of Williamses. We want to be able to, you know, match up, like Mike Williams, but then not have Mike Fernandez also caught up in that trick. All right, so here is the situation we have. We've got Alvin has signed up for Funk Base 2 on Saturday. Okay, Funk Base 2 on Saturday. All right, there's only one of those. But like Modern Disco, we got Modern Disco Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. All right, so Bill and Denise need to be matched up with the right room and instructor. So we've got two criteria: Modern Disco and the day. All right, so let's see. We've got data, queries, and connections. Okay, so let me look at the classes query. Edit. Okay, so here's what happened. I brought it in, and then Power Query does this automatic step, and then I did a fill down in order to close those holes. Let me whoop that on folks who have not seen that before. The column is highlighted. I'm going to right click, fill down. Now it's exactly what we want. So now to do the merge, get everybody matched up with their instructor and classroom. We're going to go here, merge queries as new. Okay, we want students and then the classes. Now here comes the sexy part to make this work. Workshop match with session. Hold down the control key. Day match with days. And you see the 1 and the 2, the 1 and the 2 is telling us what it's about to do, folks. Left outer join exactly because we want to know the left side, and where there's a match, make that match. Okay. Now, Bill knows Modern Disco on Saturday is being taught where we have to expand. And I'm going to leave the workshop in day just so we can see. So you know that there's no tricks here going on. All right, Bill, Saturday, Modern Disco, Saturday. Yep. All right, so I'm going to go get rid of that, do this again, but I'm going to uncheck so we don't have all that clutter. Okay. Boom. It's all beautiful. Close and load it to the workbook. And then we can send this out to the front desk so that when Fanny comes for piano 2, we can tell her you're with Alphonse Ken in C2. All right. Everybody got that? All right, I'm gonna save this and get it out of the way. All right. Okay, so here is the reference table. All right, and this is a situation where something can have a lot of different names. An example is New York. It can be called New York City, NYC, NY, N period, space, Y period. And so instead of cleaning that stuff up, we can use this reference table. Now, here's the situation we've got here. Somebody says they play electric bass, upright bass, just plain bass. All right, we have over here, we got to get these matched up with the coordinator and the coordinator's email address. And we don't want to have to go through and clean all this stuff up. Okay, this is what we do. It's hidden under here. Unhide this. This is our conversion table. Wherever there's electric bass, call it bass. Where's keyboard? Keys. Organ is keys, piano is keys, upright bass is also called bass. And also notice Drums is not on here because pretty much people call drums drums, but that's something important to point out is that not everything needs to be in this conversion table, just the stuff that might get goofy. Okay, data. Get data, combine queries, merge. I want the instructors over here, coordinators here. Match up instrument and instrument. Doing the left outer join, fuzzy matching options. Go on down here. Transformation table is what I called convert. And also, one thing that's important, these columns have to be named from and to. You get no choice there. Click OK. Expand. OK. All right. So we have some funny stuff going on. All right. So Sophia keyboard. Celia singer wasn't matched up, right? Okay, so here's how we're going to handle that. I'm going to close and load. Let's bring this up. And then we'll go over here. What do we have to do? From singer to, see, vocals is what's formal. So we're going to call that vocals. And then keyboard with the space in the middle. That's going to be called keys. And we about to get funky now because watch this. I want to go to data. Refresh. Oh, it's all filled in. No cleaning, no messing around and formulas and misery. It's so easy. Is everybody finding that easy over there, out there, to all the people I can't see? We're moving here pretty quickly, and I hope everybody's getting this or as best you can. All right. Now, any questions out there? Any comments? Even comments I'd like to know about.
Let's see. No, someone's fished out your video on it, so that's all good. On the fuzzy matching question, that is.
Beautiful,
sorry.
beautiful,
But,
hot dog.
If we've got time afterwards, we can still demo it here in the session.
Yeah, see, that's the power of community, baby. All right, here we go. Here is the first of two challenges as we get near the end. All right. What would we use, because we want to merge these tables? We've got unit A1 and the license plate of this car is this KQ, and we want to get that matched up with Jerry. And then unit A4 has two cars. Okay, A4 is Andy, and there's 3 people that live there. All right, so which join would we use so that we can get everybody all matched up and we can see any units that don't have a vehicle listed? We're going to use the full outer join. All right, data, queries and connections. I already made them. Good. Combine queries, merge. And it doesn't matter which is the left or the right, because I'm just hooking all this stuff up. Units, left, outer. Or no, we're doing a full outer. Okay. Then I'm going to expand this. We don't need the unit. Yeah, let's leave the unit. Uncheck this. Okay. So now what we see is these are the 3 units that don't have a vehicle or they don't have one listed. So we got to check on these 3. But everybody else, it's all matched up. Let's see some of the multiples, like A4. There is A4, Andy, and the 2 license plates. And we can close and load that. All right. Let's bring that up so we can see it in all its glory. All right, and there's Omar as well. All right, and then we have one more. Yeah, and I will save that. Okay. Okay. There was a Sultry lifestyle workshop, and we said we'd reimburse people if they went to it. Okay, so these are the people who have been reimbursed. And these are the people who are supposed to be reimbursed. All right, so Delilah should be reimbursed, has been reimbursed. Okay, but in the real world, things get crazy. People don't follow procedure, and we have data and we just have to deal with it. So here's the question. Do we have anybody who has been reimbursed but has not submitted their receipts? What do we need to fish that out? You should first of all see we've got 2 criteria, first name, last name. So that's, that should be obvious. And then we want to know if there are any people on the left side who are not on the right side. That means a left anti-join. I hope you got that when you're sitting there thinking and enjoying your adult beverage. All right. Data. Let's see. I have already made those queries for you. Here we go. Get data. Combine queries. Merge. Reimbursed. Receipts. First name. And then what? You should be saying this out loud. Control key. L name. Last name. And then left anti-join. Okay. And then you know that other part, right? We don't even need this because we're looking for people on the left side who have no match on the right side. Right click, remove it, and then close and load. Bring that up. And then we got to say, what the heck? Whoever is managing this process, how did this happen? How did these people get reimbursed without submitting their receipts? Got to contact these people and say, where are your receipts? All right. And that wrapped up the Sultry Lifestyle Workshop. All right. So that's my presentation, and I want to leave time for questions or whatever, or we can just get out of here early. All right. Tim, see, you're like my like I want to say Ed McMahon, right? If I was Johnny Carson.
What man? I didn't hear that.
Ed McMahon. You don't remember Ed McMahon? Okay. Or who is it? Like Paul Schaefer. If I was David Letterman, you'd be my Paul Schaefer.
Oh dear. No, we haven't had any other comments other than one from John saying there's a really great explanation. So sounds like people are appreciating what you're doing.
Beautiful. I really appreciate that. So let me see if I can dig up this deal. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. No, that's something crazy. Let's see. Fuzzy anagrams. Let's see. All right. Okay, so here's what happens. I have these two lists, right? And this does happen a lot. We got Abraham McNamara, and then over here, they say have Abe McNamara. Then here, Miles Postman, and then Miles Postman, PhD. And then just plain Miles Postman. Stephanie Van Dyke with it all together, and then Van Dyke over here with a space and a capital D. Okay, so we go through the fuzzy matching to try to get this all right. Okay, so now here is what I got at the 90%. Okay, so it matched up Cleo Collins. Okay, Stephanie Van Dyke got matched up. Jenny Penn and Jen Penn. Okay, excuse me. Now, Rick Smith and Rick Smythe. Should that have been matched up? We don't know. Right, we'd have to find that out. Jed Penn, fortunately, Jed Penn wasn't matched up with Jen Penn. Okay, but then we go to 80% and more stuff starts to get matched up. Okay, so notice Karen Carter and Karen Carter misspelled didn't get a match at all at the 90%, but at the 80%, misspelled Karen Carter was matched up with Karen J. Carter. All right, Al Lee was not matched up with Alphonse Lee. Okay, so now we go to a 50% match. Okay, let's see. Lou Mills and Mr. Lou Mills were matched up. That's good. All right. Now there's still a question about Smith and Smythe, but then we get to 15% and it just matches up every damn thing, right? Miles Postman is matched up with Mr. Lou Mills, but we did finally get Al Lee and Alphonse Lee matched up. So this is stuff that you got to really play with and be wary of when you do these fuzzy matching. You got to look at what's at stake, right? Because I would, I had a situation where we was sending out termination letters to the wrong people, and scaring the hell out of them. I would be really scared to use fuzzy matching here, or maybe I would do a 90% and then get them separated and then deal with the rest manually or some other kind of way. But if we were just sending out a coupon for a candy bar and, whatever, if some people don't get the coupon and other people get two, whatever, if it saves you hours and hours of having to cleanse a whole big data set. So that's what we get from the matching, right? So, and how it was done, we go to data, get data from file. No, that's not what I want to do. I got to slow down. All right, get data, combine queries, merge. My list, their list, match. I want to do a full outer join, see what happens there. Go down here. And the default is, I want to click here. The default is 80%. What is one that I didn't show here? Let's do 70%. Okay. Expand. Okay. Close and load it. Okay, and then I'm gonna call this the right click, rename 70%. Bring that up. Get it off the wall. Insert. Okay. Abraham McNamara is not matched up with Abe. Al Lee is not matched with Alphonse Lee. But we did get Karen Carter and Karen J. Carter and the misspelled Karen Carter. Those did get matched up. The Van Dyke without the space and with the space, that got matched up. So this is stuff that you gotta play with. So yeah, we're at that's what I wanted to show you. And I'm here for any questions, or if we just want to sit and talk.
All right. Our good friend Cristiano has asked, what would be a good strategy to inspect the results of a fuzzy match, since we don't see the similarity index in the final table?
Oh, good. Now, see, I think that depends on what's at stake and how big the data set is. Because some data sets, I hear, people dealing with billions of rows of data. They deal with credit card transactions across the globe. So if they had some kind of fuzzy matching, I don't know what to do there. There's, first of all, if the data set is small enough, there's the visual inspection. Then there's also there's the old school, just clean the stuff. Start iterating through, maybe do a 90% and get it out of the way, and then look to see what's left, and then work, in chunks like that. But verifying this stuff it can be hard to verify even if you have a huge data set. The big thing is to be aware. That's the main thing, is knowing you can't automatically trust this stuff. So you do need to check it, or say, there's going to be some mess and we're going to accept it. All right.
I think that's the last question that we've got right now.
All right. Beautiful. This has been good. Oh, we got to do that thing. You got to do this thing over here. All right. And now here's the evaluations. Please, it does help everybody to know how well this is going and how well I did. Please, it would be much appreciated if you would fill this out. And next. Microsoft is seeking research participants. If you think that is you, then please go ahead, copy that QR code and sign up. This is something. I wonder what everybody's doing over there. Y'all are all upside down in Australia, and people are downtown Portland tearing stuff up, and folks are locked down. Man. But here we are.
Half the globe's asleep right now, right? So
you say?
Half the globe's asleep right now, right? Europe's gone to sleep. US is getting tired. So, glad to see folks who are here are attending. And if you missed any of the sessions that are coming up, you can definitely check out the recordings when we release them, probably next week.
All right. Beautiful.
Alrighty, you done, Oz, or do you have anything else to share?
Unless y'all want to do something else. I'm not going anywhere.
Alrighty, well, I'm going to put up a slide and let people take a toilet break. Let's go. Let's put this up.
Is it a pretty slide?
Oh, it's okay. Speaking of Microsoft looking for research participants and calling people up, next session is by Raymond Liu, one of the team at Microsoft who are calling web developers. This session is going to be run in Chinese. This session should begin at, this should be 3 a.m. Apologies, not, is it 2 a.m.? 2 a.m. It is 2 a.m. Session will begin at 2 a.m. UTC, which is in roughly 9 minutes. So that gives you an extended break to go off and get a bite to eat, grab a drink, go to the bathroom, and I guess Oz will probably have his mic live for the next couple of minutes in case people want to pop in with questions.
Yeah. Can I see the questions? Or will people be able to ask me questions?
Oz, if you open it back up to open your Teams window back up, you should be able to see any questions that are coming through.
My Teams window is open. So now the chat, show conversation. Okay, all right. Raymond Lou is up next, everybody. Raymond Lou. Oh, David has joined.
That's not the one you want to look at. Look 2 tabs to the left, and there's a Q&A little question mark button. So you'll see it's the second tab along the top.
Hello, team.
That being said, there are no questions here anyway. Hi, Raymond.
Can you hear me?
Chat.
Okay, yeah. So later I can share my screen, right?
Yes.
When's my session? Okay.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yep. So when we hit 2 a.m., I'll introduce you quickly, put the disclaimer out, and then I'll pass it on to you, and you can get started.
Sure. Thank you.
Cool.
Yeah, all I'm seeing is
should we need to turn on a video?
You don't need to. I think most people have been presenting without video, so don't feel obliged to.
If you're looking good, then Raymond, go ahead. Show yourself.
You're looking so good. You're looking good.
What? Hey, do this.
Great presentation.
Thank you. Got to do those joins. Yeah. Let's see.
Alrighty, Oz. I'm going to take your webcam down if that's all right.
Okay, cool. All right.
Here we go.